Hi, it's your boy Brad Monk here, just coming on to send a load of love to all these people out there who are suffering with a little bit of pain at the moment. There seems to be a lot of people are so upset with the bereavement at the moment and losing their loved ones, and it's a big understanding about this, and I've helped thousands of people to actually get a message from their loved ones with my mediumship, but also doing one-to-one sessions. I think it's even better when you actually get the person themselves to communicate with loved ones. But there's a few little pointers that you've got to do. You just got to understand that it's going to take a while for your body to get over the loss. All right? So it might reject the connection or the thoughts and ideas to do with your loved ones, or it could be a case to release the emotional connection and the negativity. You might think of happy times or sad times, and this is just a part of the body trying to release and let go. So, some people, it takes 20 years to get that connection. Some people do in a matter of weeks. The one thing that I must say, though, a lot of people say to me, well, why can't I contact them? Why can't I speak to them? And the thing is, when they first go over, they seem to have an energy boost before they go over. This is when they say the goodbyes, or they visit people in dreams, or they visit a certain member who needs most their help. And so there's a big burst, and then all of a sudden they go over, and then they realize they've got to learn to build their energy up. And that's why sometimes other family members bring them through to mediums. But a lot of mediums won't take the links from other relatives because you probably might not have a good rapport with that relative. And so having like another person bring the person through, it's a sign for me when I have that, when the person doesn't really know their auntie or whatever, but then I know then that obviously they're bringing somebody through that hasn't got the energy, so then I send energy. So you got to understand that you have a lot of emotions, they have a lot of emotions that they're also letting go of, because we all have our part to play, we all have our traumas, we all have our situations that we have to let go, because the actual plane in heaven that's been channeled through my mum actually channeled through some of this, and it is that there's like seven planes and whatever, and each plane is a lighter energy. So it's so important. We're here to learn our lessons, and we also take that away when we go over. And so that's why your family member often are around, because what they're trying is to help you to release that emotion so that you can feel them more in the heart and one thing and another. The biggest part that I find in helping people is actually letting go. Because, people are frightened, they'll never see him again, they're worried and this, that and the other. But one day, and I'll guarantee you this, one day you will meet up again. Because every aspect of our soul is in heaven, or a different vibration. Sometimes it's even on the earth. And so there'll always be a time when your souls will meet and you will be able to see each other again. And so I really do believe in that. And I had a big fear of losing my son, and a spirit showed me that he lost his son, but one day he got to meet his son again, and I actually helped him do that. And it was the most magical experience. Absolutely loved it, because the fact was that I was part of someone's life and helping them to reconnect. So the hardest part is letting go, but please take the pressure off yourselves. You've just lost someone, or you've got somebody that you've spent your life sharing ideas, thoughts and everything with, and suddenly they're not around. I know it's a big strain, and your body goes into so many different emotions. Celebrate the times that you had with them. Celebrate the wonderful memories, because this releases also the emotions as well. So I actually have my Nan, who I lived with for 6 years. She comes and helps me on my development courses and gives her energy to the group so that they can connect and they can communicate. And every now and then when I want to communicate with her, I find my symbol, which I have videos on, where you know when they're around. And at first you'll hear music, you'll hear all sorts, and what it's doing is trying to bypass the body, because the body will be rejecting this connection. So cleansings, finding out the grief, finding out what it is about their last moments you saw them, because sometimes the spirit world or not, I mean, the person, your loved one, doesn't want you to be there to see the last breath, because they know that that is the most horrendous thing. It happened to me. It's the most horrendous thing is to see a last breath of a person, and then you think that's it, but it's not true. So they want you to remember the good times. So they tend to make it sure that you're not there at the end, or if you've got some grievance or things that you didn't say before you went over, or there's all sorts of things that the grief on the body and the negativity on the body needs to release first. So like I say, be patient, and it'll all come together at the right time, and then you'll be able to communicate with them, or a medium will be able to get them through. And it's not always straight away. You want it so that there's a good connection, so you can really have a good sharing of information and proof and message from loved ones. But they are all around. It's like your soul's always around, guiding you to certain things and people and places and everything. It's the same with the spirit world. Some of the most amazing things that spirit have been able to organise for me to get involved in. And it's only really at the end I've suddenly thought, oh, that's why that happened. You don't know at the time, because you just get guided to places and people and situations. And it's just, you know, it's the most magical thing to be able to release someone's real deep emotional stuff. But there is a reason why things happen. And that's why, I mean, because I've seen so many deaths myself as well personally, and I've helped so many people out, I don't see the other world as being, I don't know, I'm going to be lost, don't get me wrong, when my mum and dad goes, because they're just everything to me. But at the same time, it becomes a natural thing for me, that death, and when I see that they still grow up on the other side, and they still have a wonderful life, and actually some of the things that they say they get up to is just amazing, and I sometimes wish I could tune in more to that sort of world, and the energies and the way they treat each other, and the way any thoughts and ideas you can actually create in your life, which it is like that here. When you get rid of, after the 10-year journey I did, I found that the blockages and everything like that, I could bypass them, and I could be able to track things straight away. But what I didn't realize is that sometimes you got to, the reason why you have blocks is because those things are not going to bring you peace. You got to ask, you know, is this going to bring me peace? And then order it. Because if it feels right to bring peace, then it can automatically happen, because you're already part of it. So that's going off the subject a little bit, sorry. But with bereavement, I've got some videos. I'll try and put some links of different things in here in the description that you can try out. But the one big thing is, your body has got to release the pain and emotions and the grief. So let it happen. Don't fight it. Don't feed the pain. Don't, you know, get yourself into such a state. I know this is hard to say, because even when my nan died, you know, I cried for the whole way through. I'm still like a right wally. I cried through the whole way of being cremated. But that was for a reason, obviously, you know. So if you don't cry, don't be worried about it, because there'll be a moment when it is time to let go and let go of this negativity. But there's things you could do. There's meditations you could do to release the guilt and the anger and all the things that come with your body with this built up of negativity. So what I say to you is, just know that you are loved and supported by the universe. Just know your loved ones are around you. Just know that they'll always be there. You know, you could send messages, and I've got sending messages on my video where, you know, even just writing out what you want to say to them and send it to them, they will get it. Talking to a picture, amount of people I've shown that they talk to the picture at night and that they get reassurance. There's certain things in the house that reminds them of them. Music, all sorts of things, which shows that they're never far away, but they do have their lives over there, and so there's no time over there, so they can always come and visit you when you need you and everything like that, and they'll always be there. They always have been for me, and I've been lucky enough in that sense. So what I'm just saying to you is, just let it go, okay? Celebrate their lives. Celebrate the part they played in your life. Remember all the good times, because when you start to get rid of this negativity, that's what's left. And then you have the unconditional love connection with them, and then you feel so much different. But while you're feeding into the negativity and the pain and the grief, you won't feel the love that they have for you. You won't feel the amazing things that they've done for you and still can do for you. Even in spirit world, they can guide you to right situations and people that will help you. So all I really wanted just to come on here for is all of you that are struggling at the moment. I send my love out to you. I send angels out to you to help you to bring peace at this time. And I hope that you find peace on your journey. And just know you're not alone. That's the one big thing I have to tell a lot of people. That's the scariest part, that everybody is. They feel that they're alone now, or they have nobody to talk to. You can still talk to them. You can still communicate with them. And you don't even have to use a medium if you don't need to. But mediums are quite good. I'm only saying that because I am one. But what I'm saying to you is, you can do it yourself. And I have linked you to loved ones on my YouTube channel, Soul's Inner Voice, which you're on now. And I have other ways, bereavement and all sorts of things to help you, because I know how difficult it was for me. So really, this is just really the medium's guide to bereavement, and it's just giving you my point of view. It's a magical world out there for us here and in heaven, and you can access that. And all you need to do is just take time out for yourself to really let the body heal. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. That's the song that's being played to me at the moment, which is typical of Spirit. They love to give me certain songs. And this is what you've got to do. We've got to let go. We've got to clear ourselves, our emotions and everything, and just enjoy life.
Back to us, so learn to love all things.